Good day, everyone. This is Aspie, and you're watching The Incredible Aspie. And today, I'd like to talk to you about a piece of news which I actually find rather interesting. China may restrict rare earth exports to US, Global Times editor says. China is seriously considering restricting rare earth exports to the United States, the editor-in-chief of the Chinese tabloid Global Times said on Tuesday. Now, to break this down, China is considering restricting the trade of rare earth elements to America in response to the tariffs we've placed on them. Donald Trump wanting a better trade deal out of the Chinese has led him to enact a trade war against them, which is probably not a good idea. But let me explain to you more detail what rare earth elements actually are. Rare earth elements are about the 17 or so elements that are an essential item in the production of technology, whether it be for consumer use or for the production of military hardware. So you can see that this is probably one of the most important materials in the world right now. And China right now is the dominant miner and exporter of rare earth elements. According to the article, China accounted for about 80% of all rare earth elements that were exported to the United States between the years 2014 and 2017. America actually used to be the leader in the mining and exporting of rare earth elements, but because China basically does not care about their environment, we eventually fell right behind. America has a lot of strict regulations when it comes to the mining of certain materials, but China basically has very little, so their rare earth elements tend to be a lot cheaper than ours. I mean, our ore tends to be a lot more refined than theirs, but at the same time, cheap beats quality. Same with honey. The exact same thing happened with honey with China because they were lacing theirs with high fructose corn syrup. So their honey, I guess you could call it, was a lot cheaper than ours. We actually used to get most of our rare earth elements from a place known as the Mountain Pass Mine, which is located about 45 minutes to an hour outside Las Vegas. And it was actually owned by a corporation called Molycorp, which eventually went bankrupt when the mine became unprofitable, mostly due to China. After the Molycorp went bankrupt, they actually sold their rights to the mine. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. Now, this looks troubling, but personally, I have some mixed feelings about this. I mean, yes, if China was to go through with this, you could see the price of technology soar through the roof. But I highly doubt they might do this, or at least not do it to an extreme extent. The reason being is that while they do have a pretty big domestic market, we are one of their biggest importers. So it would probably be economic suicide if they were to try this out. I mean, we have our own deposits, as I said before, of rare earth elements, but it would probably be impossible to get the government to roll back the amount of regulations to the point where we could actually compete with China. Hypothetically, we could mine our own rare earth elements and it would destroy the Chinese economy, but you're not going to get Congress to do that. All the environmentalists would probably have a tizzy fit. I could say a few things about how to avoid this problem, but probably the easiest way to avoid this is just not to get into a trade war with China. I mean, do trade wars ever go good? If you look at through history, through other trade wars that have happened, such as the chicken trade war, which the Freedom Tunes guy actually does a really good video on, they never go well. I mean, I think a guy actually interrupted Congress when they were talking about the nuclear crisis just to talk about this. It goes to show you how many problems trade wars can cause. I mean, this is one thing about the president that I really don't like. I mean, trade wars or just protectionism in general never is a good idea. You might as well just open up the markets and just let people do what they do. It is good intentions to want a better trade deal with China, but if anybody's taken microeconomics, they would know that when it comes to trade, that nobody is worse off than before. I mean, that's like one of the first things you learn. But anyway, that's all I have to say about this subject. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to follow me on social media, like, subscribe, and comment down below. Tell me, what do you think? Do you think this trade war will go badly? And do you think the price of technology will go way up? I'll let you decide. All right, bye everyone. And as always, peace out and God bless you all.